Now, from your home team, this is 25 News.
A shared experience of hopeful beginnings turned into a waking nightmare brings 5 strangers together in the city of Pekin. Since the opening of the Busy Bees Bakery in November of 2024, 5 former employees claim they weren't paid for their hard work. Good Thursday evening, I'm Tyler Lopez. Jolie Rodriguez is here digging deeper into those claims. Jolie?
Hey, Tyler, our investigation stemmed from an email we received from an alleged former employee of Allison Salinas from a previous Senate campaign. While researching that, the Illinois Department of Labor confirmed several wage claims against the Busy Bees Bakery, but we found there was even more claims from several employees to be unpaid from their time at that bakery beyond these filed claims.
Mark Peterson has a passion for baking, and when he stumbled upon the opportunity to be head baker at the Busy Bees Bakery, it was one he had high hopes for.
The whole time working for her, when she would come in and something was not done, she would just be down your throat.
Despite working long hours, he remained optimistic. Peterson said the environment at the bakery soon became chaotic, and his hopes soon fell as he says his time was met with no pay.
Now I'm probably a week and a half in when I started hearing, that we might not be getting paid.
But we discovered that Peterson's lived experience was not alone. Desiree Saunders, Brooklyn Flynn, Lauren Romero Velasquez, and Courtney Keller also claim to still be waiting for their paychecks. All of this while store shelves were full.
The freezers were packed so packed in there that she didn't know what was coming in, what was coming out. She had no schedule. She had nothing. And she kept saying, it's just a new business. I'm just opening.
Contrary to Peterson, Saunders did in fact receive one paycheck for $1,300 for her hours between November 5th to the 12th. But this raised questions as to why others were not being paid.
She told me that she did not pay them because by law, she did not have to pay them until 2 weeks after we opened. This is what she kept telling me.
We confirmed with Peterson's then attorney, Jerome Lubelchek from Szymanowski and Moscardini LLP, who said in part via email, whether a business is open to the public, if an employee worked, it does not justify delayed or not paying the employee. He further referred to Section 3 and 4 of the Illinois Wage Payment and Collection Act, which states every employer is required to pay all wages earned at least semi-monthly and no later than 13 days after the end of the pay period in which they're earned. But November 27th came, and there was still no pay. Saunders and Peterson say after that, they stopped showing up to work.
It feels really horrible. We could have did some good things. I feel like it's taken a huge burden.
I was depending on this 100%.
Former employees Romero Velasquez, Flynn, and Keller had similar claims who say there was a lack of organization and unclear schedules, ultimately leading to their lack of pay.
There was no punching. Okay. There was no time thing. There was no, and that was my fault that I didn't write all these down. But there was no payroll, there was no time clock. We were just there.
After we gathered what the 5 former employees said were their agreed upon wages, plus their dates worked as full-time employees, we couldn't confirm an amount owed because everything's up in the air. But what we can confirm is that there are 3 wage claims filed against the bakery with the Illinois Department of Labor totaling nearly $1,400.
We spoke with the owner regarding these claims.
I have no problem paying anybody for anything they've actually done.
Allison Salinas explained the lack of pay is a result of some employees allegedly misrecording their times worked, adding inappropriate behavior of alleged drinking and smoking weed on the job took place. Peterson and Saunders denied any intentional time theft, drinking on the job, and were not involved in the smoking allegation.
It's a false statement. Mark never drinks. Ever. I've never seen Mark take a drink of anything. We've been out and at places together. We went to restaurants together. We have Mark and me are close. I've never seen him take one drink ever.
Saunders acknowledged one instance where she put the wrong time, stemming from balancing 2 jobs and the confusion of her hours worked, but stressing it was never intentional. Regardless of the claims, the former employees say they are still owed. And Lubelcheck confirmed Section 5 of the Illinois Wage Payment and Collection Act states all final compensation must be paid on your next regularly scheduled payday. When we asked Salinas how she plans to rectify this matter, the answer was unclear.
I'm not doing anything currently because I'm sick. I told them I would figure it out and make sure their time was what it was, and I would get back to them. No, I didn't give them a time because I don't know how long it's going to take.
Lubelcheck explained despite the claims of wrong time cards, it doesn't justify their lack of pay. Peterson was unable to afford legal representation moving forward, but Lubelcheck further urged that anyone affected should file a wage claim within the state or seek legal counsel. In another emailed statement, Lubelcheck says it would be in Salinas' best interest to pay the affected employees. And while Salinas said in our conversation she could not determine when her former employees would be paid, according to state labor laws, as pointed out by attorney Lubelcheck, her time is already up.
Since our investigation started in early December, Salinas has closed Busy Bees Bakery as of February 20th. 25 News confirmed with the IDOL that whether a business is open or permanently closed, the department will continue to pursue a valid wage claim. During our investigation, we also found several of her alleged former employees from her Senate campaigns made similar claims and even filed a lawsuit as a result of their lack of pay. Due to time constraints on air, we could not include it. But if you would like to read more of what we found, you can find the full story on our website.